zero interest in talking about anything salesy today, this is how to max out the free You Can Book Me plan, which I'm super psyched about because I think our free plan is so incredibly powerful. So how do you max out your existing booking pages on the free plan? How do you better control your availability on the free plan? How do you reduce that annoying scheduling back and forth of like, are you free Tuesday at noon? No. How about Wednesday at 2? How about no. Let's kill that. That's a thing of the past. And overall, just get the most value out of the free plan. So forgive the tiny font, but I made an effort to try and list every single feature you get in the free plan. And I ran out of room using this tiny little font, and I couldn't go any smaller and still be able to read it. So don't try and read this. This is just a quick overview of literally everything that the free plan can offer, minus a few features that I just frankly couldn't fit on this slide. But the biggest one, and that's why I highlighted it green, is this is the only online booking tool that gives you unlimited bookings. So if you want to take a different booking every 20 minutes, 24/7, 7 days a week, and never sleep again, I mean, the booking tool will give up. It'll let you do that. You'll probably need some sleep at some point, but the booking tool is truly unlimited on the free plan. So there's so many features you can take advantage of, and we're going to go into them in detail. So step by step, from the beginning of your booking page through the end, let's talk about every single customizable feature that you can make use of on your plan. First of all, the page itself. There's so much you can do here. And when I do booking page audits for people who request them, I'm going to shout out a few things that I always share with people that help them improve their booking pages. The biggest thing is profile photo. I see so many booking pages out there that don't have a photo. If you work for a known company with a known logo, put that there. But if you're working one-on-one, if you are in recruiting, if you're a consultant, if you are doing things where you're working with an individual, I know Dory in the chat, she works with drums and therapy. I see there's a tarot reader in the chat. Please, guys, put your faces. I think that would be so impactful, because having either a logo or a face humanizes it. It makes it feel more legitimate that it is your booking page, because it is. Obviously, you can name your booking page title, whatever you want to call it. You can choose the different locations for where you want to meet, which we'll get into in a moment. You can update that booking page URL. So when you first set up your booking page, it's a random garbling of letters and numbers because it's just the automatic default. But you can pick the URL. I've got You Can Book Me for free as my URL for this booking page that I made. I also own Becca at You Can Book Me. I own Becca K. I own Becca K. I have a lot of booking pages, guys. But make sure that the URL reflects you and your business, because we all know there's a lot of scammy websites out there. There's a lot of icky people on the internet. So the more legitimacy you can build into your booking page, the more comfort you're going to give to your bookers, especially if they're a first-time booker. We want to make sure that they feel super comfortable. There can't be any cognitive dissonance. The booking page should feel like it's you, a part of your business. And that's genuinely the biggest thing we're going to be talking about today. And then that booking page intro, which lives on the side of your booking page. I like to see 3 things out of it. I have a rule of when I'm setting up booking pages, I like to see 3 different things in that booking page intro. Context. What the heck is this booking page for? Why should somebody book it? In this example, it's if you're a free You Can Book Me user, book a time for me to help you with your You Can Book Me. That's context. Perfect. 2, what is the actual company or the source of work that I'm doing? I like to hyperlink the website personally, because then if somebody wants to learn more, they can just click. It opens in a new tab so they can learn a bit more about the business, the services, etc. And then finally, give them some context as to what's going to happen next, because automatically, every time somebody books with you, they get an automatic confirmation email and it's going to go into their calendar. So I like to just let them know, hey, it's okay. We'll send you the details. No stress. So context as to what the point of the page is, context as to who you are and what you do, and what's going to happen next. Those are the 3 things that I like to include on my booking page description to build trust with my bookers. Moving forward, location. All of these are free options, guys. So if you are a Google Meet person like me, use Google Meet. If you're a Zoom person, cool. Microsoft Teams, also cool. In-person meetings, these are great if you are, say, a yoga studio or a hair salon or any sort of in-person thing that you can't really teach remotely. Phone call, totally an option. You can have them just give you your phone number and you can call them. You can request a location. So say you're coming to their home. If you're, lawn care provider, home cleaning provider, an electrician, you can request that they give you their location, a custom location. So if you use some magical video conferencing tool I've never heard of before, pop it in there. Or if you don't need a location, you don't have to have one. If you work in an office space and your colleagues who work in your office space are booking to come to your office, you probably don't need to specify it's in your office. So use whatever makes sense for you. There should be no more manually pasting links, sending links. It's all automatic. Whatever location you choose automatically goes to your bookers in the confirmation email and into their calendar and into your calendar because it should be seamless. We don't need more work. Next, please connect your calendar. I definitely added this screenshot just because I hope somebody else understands my pain of I have too many calendars. This is my crazy life. They all have different purposes. They all have different functionalities. With the free plan, you can connect one calendar of your choice. You can do Google. You can do a Microsoft calendar, or we're actually one of the only tools out there that does Apple calendars as well. Calendly doesn't connect with Apple anymore. Sorry to our Mac users out there. I am 1,000% a Mac girly. So pick whichever one calendar works for you. And from that one calendar, YouCanBookMe is going to check that you are free and put the new event right into your schedule so that it is clear as day. 2:00 Thursday, I'm meeting with Dory. Sweet. It's in the calendar. That way there's no more double bookings because that's just a pain in the butt. Next, choose your availability. You can get Looney Tunes specific with this. So choose your working days. If you don't want to take meetings on Fridays, I'd never, ever do, guys, ever. Don't make Fridays in your availability. I don't like Friday meetings. I need the time to get stuff done. Add breaks. If you look here on Thursday, I have set it to work that I am available from 8 till 9:45. I have a 15-minute break built in right there. And then I'm available from 10 till 11. No afternoon meetings. Personal preference. Cool. Tuesday, you can see I've got 8 to 12. I've got an hour-long lunch break. And then I've got 1 to 2 open. That's it. That's my availability. Choose what you want. But you can set clear breaks. You can have 18 different time slots throughout your day. You can get it as custom as you wanted. Pick the exact hours that you want to work because you don't need to do full availability. You've got a life. You've got other things to do. So customize the heck out of it. The booking form. This is one of the most powerful things that the free tool does, and I love it. So with the free plan, you can have up to 7 different questions in your booking form. That is 7 different questions to learn about your client or prospect. 7 different questions to qualify them. Are they worth your time? Are they the right fit for your business? Do you want to meet with them? Ask them. You can ask short answer questions. You can ask long answer questions. Email, phone number. You can have them choose dates. So if you're like, when are you looking to ideally get started on this project? They can pick a date. You can even do multiple choice and you can do check boxes. So, I agree with the terms and conditions. I understand that I need to, wear socks at the children's indoor playground. Whatever the check mark needs to be, you can make them agree to whatever it is with the actual checkbox. So you can use the heck out of this. I have a bajillion different examples of cool booking pages with detailed booking forms embedded on the YouCanBookMe website, but there's so much cool stuff you could do and register people for whatever details that you might need. Take payments. Yes, on the free plan. A stat that blows my mind, and I can't get it out of my head, is that if you take either a deposit or a full payment, and it actually doesn't fully matter which, if you take a little bit of money up front for your meetings, you reduce your no-show rate by up to 55%. If you could reduce your no-shows by 55%, imagine how much more money you would make. That hurts my heart a little bit. So you can connect your booking page to Stripe and make it so that people physically cannot book with you unless they pay you first. And you pick the amount. It's your business. It's not my business. But I know dang well if I have to pay a deposit up front to my nail tech before I go in for my nail appointment, I'm not missing that appointment. I've already partially paid for it. I'm not losing out on that money. I've committed to that money. It's in her hands. I'm going to that nail appointment. So you can set up Stripe, and the payment availability options are actually really flexible, which is nice. Credit cards, debit cards, obviously, but then it also completely works with Google Pay and Apple Pay. Because I don't know about you, but I do most of my online shopping, most of my booking from my phone. So if I can just go click, click, Apple Pay, done, great. Love that for me. Quicker, easier for your bookers. So get paid before your meetings so that people can show up to your meetings more likely. And by the way, as far as I'm aware, and please call me out if I'm wrong here, but as far as I'm aware, we're the only booking tool out there that actually lets you take payments on the free plan. But it's because we think it's important. Next, notifications. Notifications are everything. I've already mentioned it earlier, but on the free plan, you send automatic confirmation emails to your bookers. So every time somebody books with you, as long as you've collected their email address in the form, it will automatically send them an email with all of the booking details. And by the way, customize the heck out of this, please. I have written some wild ones before. I've written Grinch themed ones. I have written a full Moira Rose Schitt's Creek themed one. Please make it super duper customized to you and your voice and give the details you need to give. So in this one here, we talked about quick prep that could be helpful if you're coming to this meeting. Cool. If you maybe need the person to wear a certain thing, bring a certain thing, make sure they bring photo ID or whatever it might be. Maybe you're an optometrist and ideally, please bring your glasses with you to the optometrist appointment. That would be helpful. So you can totally just put whatever details you want in here, write as much as you want. And by the way, hyperlink links in here too. So if you have documentation you need your clients to fill out in advance, link it here so that it shows up in their inbox and they can fill it out for you. You can't attach physical attachments, but you can add all the links you want. And that means you can add everything you want. Next, speak your client's language. This one is so cool to me because we have over 40 languages available, including right to left languages. Obviously, I'm teaching this webinar in English because nobody wants to hear my attempt at any other language. It would be not cute, not my superpower, but speak the language that your clients need you to. Those are the basic setup steps, but there's also some extra features that you also get on the free plan that I just want to highlight quickly. First of all, the share anywhere buttons. These buttons are completely available on the free plan and one of the most underused levers, in my opinion, to be honest. There is, obviously, you can copy your booking link. That's what everybody uses. But there are embed codes. I'm going to show you how those look. You can auto share it to your socials. And you can get a QR code. One of the coolest examples I heard recently, and she gave me consent to share this, but a YouCanBookMe user named Brandy owns a group of insurance companies in the United States. And she had refrigerator magnets made up that have the details of their agency and a QR code to their booking page. So if somebody has an issue, a question, an insurance claim, whatever, their life changes and their insurance needs change, they just have to scan the magnet on their refrigerator and book right in. And she said it drives a huge proportion of their bookings. So simple. It's genius. I like to put the QR code as the background on my Apple Watch when I go to conferences so that if I want to meet with somebody, I can just be like, hey, scan this. Book me. Let's book a meeting right now. Scan my watch. Let's go. I've seen it on booths. I've seen it on windows in a custom dress fitting shop where you could scan the QR code on the window to book in to get your dress fitting done. There's so many uses here, but I want to specifically show you the embeddables because they're cool in my mind. I come from a web design background, so I think these are so cool. You can, first of all, completely embed them in your website so that it looks like it's just a natural piece of your website. I know that we've got Carly in the chat right now, and that's literally what she's building these booking pages for, is to embed them on her website. So you can embed them right in. So if somebody's on your website anyways, they're not filling in a form and waiting for you to get back to them. They're not waiting for you to get back to them at all. They're just booking right then and there. There's no delay, which is super nice. You can do a floating button so that as you scroll down the website, the button follows you. So wherever you are on the home page, that Book Me button just follows down the page, which is really nice because it makes it super accessible and easy to find. Finally, and I show Ramana's website all the time because I just love what she does. She's this really cool growth consultant, but she has the embeddable button. So you choose the color, you choose the words, you pop in your website, And if you click that website button on her homepage here, it would take you to her booking page. And I love that Ramona does this. Next, Gmail integration. I like this one because I am a Gmail girly. I mentioned it. But when I send you booking confirmations for my booking page, they automatically sync to my Gmail outbox because I integrated my Gmail. Meaning, if I go into my Gmail account and search Joshua, I'll see every email I've ever sent him, including all of the booking confirmations because I synced it with my YouCanBookMe. So they all come through. And the emails send from my Gmail address. It's not, meetings at YouCanBookMe. It is Becca at YouCanBookMe. It's directly from me as a person. And maybe if I didn't work here, it would be, Becca at capacity.com. You can do this in Outlook as well. Absolutely. Thank you for that shout out, Kate. I should have probably put Outlook/Gmail on this slide, but instant bounce notifications, everything in your inbox, because we all live in our inboxes. So why not just sync it, make your life easier? Next, Chrome extension. I love our Chrome extension. Oh my gosh. I've got it on every device. But in 3 clicks, you can get your Chrome extension installed. It is completely free. Of course, everything today is. But you can all your booking links in your Chrome extension. You don't need to log into YouCanBookMe every time you need to grab your booking link. Just grab it from the Chrome extension. You want to see your bookings coming up for the day? Click the little bookings tab. It'll show you all your meetings for the day. You don't have to open up Google Calendar. You can send one-time booking links too, which is so cool. So if I want to share a booking link to Bob Ross, but I only ever wanted to book with me once, that's enough Bob Ross for me. I don't need to paint any more pretty little trees. I can send him a one-time booking link from my Chrome extension, and it is a good for one meeting booking link, and then it never works again. So you can absolutely do that too, which is cool. Okay, I've talked a lot. We've only got a few minutes left in our time. So you have homework. You better do it. I mean, I'm not your school principal. This is not middle school, thank goodness, but homework. And I would love to see every single person live and watching this later do this homework. Review your current booking page. Take 2 minutes. That's all I'm asking for. 2 minutes of your day. But book a test meeting with yourself, a dummy meeting. See how it looks. See how it works. Make 2 to 3 tiny, tiny little improvements to your booking page today, because those tiny little booking improvements make it a better experience for your booker. And do your best to share that link more consistently. If you're proud of the work you do, get it in front of people. Share that darn link. And like I said, we are not talking about any of the paid features today, but if you're going to know if you start to outgrow the free plan. Trust me, the free plan is super duper powerful. So don't stress it. Use the heck out of that free plan. Live in the free plan. Love the free plan. We have users who have been in the free plan for 10 years. Heck yeah, literally what it's for. But if you're looking for like multiple calendars, appointment types, multiple booking pages, full design customization, I'm going to be talking about all that stuff in a later webinar. So don't stress it. I'm going to be talking about that 2 weeks from today, the exact same time slot. So if you're all curious about any of those more complex features or those paid features, like I said, today's not the place for those things, but 2 weeks from today is the place. So completely free webinar, zero obligation, of course, just information, me yapping again with a different colleague of mine moderating because my colleagues are fabulous. But exact same time, 2 weeks from today. Would love it if you could join. I'm going to pop up the registration link right now. It is live on the screen. If you would like to register, just click that little button. But I've been told I can give away 6 months free of our professional plan to 3 different people who will attend both webinars. So if you're in this webinar today and you attend the second webinar, you might be able to win. Everybody who's here today and shows up to the one about those professional features in 2 weeks, I'm going to just throw you all in a random draw, not a physical hat, pull out of a hat, but you know what I mean. And 3 of you are going to get 6 months free of the YouCanBookMe professional plan to take that advantage of, use the heck out of, quite literally what it's for. So that button is there. Please grab a slot. And also, I guess I'll give that one more minute, but I wonder if we have any questions left. I do have some questions I get to cover. Awesome. Let's answer a couple of your Q&A questions here. So, what customizing limitations are with the free plan? That's a great question. So, with the free plan, you can customize everything we talked about today. Some cool customization features that come with the higher plans are things like background images, footer images, and links, things like that. So, colors, the pretty stuff are really the biggest ones when it comes to customization. You can also add in more booking form questions. You can add in more notification emails. You can add in basically just more, which is fun. And I will be going into all the details in 2 weeks, but thank you for that question. That's awesome. The next one, one of our guests here today says that they teach children's art classes. Cute, super fun. And they're looking for registration on their website. Would this work? Absolutely. Honestly, what I would do with that one is include, first name, last name, but because you can customize that booking form, you can include parents' contact information, parents' names, things like that. So that way, you have those details coming into the class so that you can get a hold of mom and dad can get a hold of you. So I think that would be such a fun use case. Just checking, the other questions aren't actually questions. They're just people saying hi, which is super fun. Love that. Oh, another one just came in 0 seconds ago. Thank you, Joshua. I need to be able to vet appointments so that we don't have customers overbooking. Does YouCanBookMe allow this? Totally does. So there's a couple of different ways you could do this. One, use that booking form to qualify if your customers are the right people. You can vet them using that booking form so that you know right away if they're fit or not. For example, an easy example. If you need to know that they're of legal age, ask them what year they were born in. And if they say 2002, gosh, you're an adult now. That's terrifying. But you know what I mean? If they say 2018, they probably aren't going to be a client for you. That's an 8-year-old. So simple example, but ask all the qualifying questions you would like. You get 7 questions to ask on your free booking page, which is awesome. So vet them. On the free plan, what I would do, Joshua, is if somebody answers the questions in a way that doesn't align with you, just cancel the meeting and shoot them an I'm sorry email. No big deal. There are options on the paid plan for more customizable things than that. But for the free plan, just ask those questions and then send polite no thank yous where appropriate. And I think that is all of the questions. Oh, I see some in the main chat that Kate is crushing out. So that's perfect. But thank you so much for coming, everybody. I think that was all of the questions. And finally, everything that I showed you today, I built a real booking page on the free plan. So if you're at all curious, you can click the button on the screen there. It was made entirely using the free features. I didn't touch the paid plans at all. So if you want to actually play with and see a booking page from the booker's perspective, there's the button there. Thank you so much to everybody for joining us. Thank you to Kate for being an absolutely awesome moderator, as always. I wasn't kidding. She knows the most about our tool of anybody here. I swear. She is so brilliant. And like I mentioned, we will be sending out this recording in the next hour or so. Thank you so much for being here today, guys. Bye-bye.